Welcome to the AI Story Narrator channel.
In 2012, I found myself ensnared in a sinister game, one that had never seen the light of day on television. The shadows of our season still lingered in the darkest corners of my memory. A haunting secret held us all hostage. Did the lights just go out? Panic clawed its way into my chest, suffocating reason. But as the panic ebbed away, an eerie numbness enveloped me. The blood coursing through my veins should have been my lifeline, but it had turned into a harbinger of oblivion. It stripped me of my identity, leaving behind mere splinters of the person I once was. I recalled the sensation of holding a wine glass, the sound of laughter around me, and the gentle caress of cool air on my face. Someone had playfully nudged me. Then, darkness. When consciousness slowly returned, I was met with a bone-chilling cold. My body felt alien, like a lump of flesh I could barely control. I blinked, my vision adjusting to the harsh light that bathed the room. I lay huddled in an uncomfortably small bathtub, my legs dangling over the edge, head pressed against icy porcelain at an odd angle. The light overhead was blinding, far too bright for comfort. Blinking rapidly, I tried to shield my eyes, but something wet dripped onto my forehead. And again. It wasn't water, it had a thicker consistency. It felt like soup. My mind flashed back to a childhood memory of burning my hand in a bowl of hot soup. I frowned at my clothes, short-sleeved shirt and jeans, with a frayed rope loosely coiled around my left wrist, when another drop landed on my cheek, smearing it. I raised my hand, catching the next drop. Bright red liquid smeared my fingers, and the coppery scent filled the air. I should have been alarmed, but instead, my mouth burned with an insatiable thirst. The urge to drink overwhelmed me. My throat felt parched, like I hadn't had a drink in days. I stared down at my hand, considering whether to lick my palm or wipe it on my shirt when another drop fell, this time smearing the edge of the tub. 3 consecutive drops. A gnawing itching in my throat worsened as I tried to process the situation. Panic, confusion, and fear should have overwhelmed me, but instead, I remained numb and disconnected. "Sam," a monotonous male voice crackled over the speaker. "Sam, can you hear me?" I moved my head slightly in response. "Good. Please make your way to the diary room. We are waiting for you, Sam." Those words held no meaning for me. Crawling out of the tub, I dropped to my knees, my palms grazing the wet warmth that had coagulated on the patterned tiles. More blood. I hesitantly licked my hands, and the metallic taste was strangely satisfying. Standing in front of a mirror on the wall, I attempted to examine my reflection. What I saw was hazy, an indistinct figure with no discernible face. There was something, a vague impression of dark hair, a hooded sweatshirt, half-lidded eyes, and dried blood smeared across my lips and chin. Opening my mouth, I tried to inspect my teeth, but the reflection blurred into condensation clinging to the glass. As I turned my head toward the door, my body acted before my mind could catch up. The overpowering brightness of the hallway blinded me momentarily. The once yellow carpet was now stained with gruesome entrails. A man knelt a few feet away, sipping blood that pooled around a lifeless hand. I froze, feeling a shiver creep down my spine. It was too close for comfort. My fingers gripped the edge of the faucet, my nose detecting the scent of decay. In the corner of my eye, I noticed the lifeless bodies piled up in the corner, each with the same wide-eyed, horrified expression. Severed heads and bisected torsos were entangled in a gruesome tableau. My stomach didn't churn, and my body remained eerily still. The gnawing thirst in my throat intensified. The voice in the speaker beckoned me to the diary room, but my instincts compelled me to explore the blood-smeared house. Ignoring the voice, I found myself face to face with the guy who had been drinking the blood. Ice crystals clung to his lashes and lips, giving him an otherworldly appearance. He looked younger than I felt, with greasy hair and a frenzied demeanor. "I found her first," he muttered, his voice a low growl. "Get your own breakfast, dude." I finally found my voice. "What the hell is happening here?" The guy turned slowly and flashed a fanged grin. His teeth were sharpened, and his eyes were hollow. "They're getting sued for this," he mumbled, taking another drink from the lifeless body. "I'm talking sued. Like, we are going to make millions if they let us out. Which is unlikely, but..." His voice descended into a childlike giggle, and he seemed to talk to himself between thirsty gulps. I backed away, trying to make sense of the situation. My mind was spinning, but I couldn't deny the peculiar craving building within me. Suddenly, he turned to me with a wicked smile. "Oh, right. You're one of us now, aren't you?" I nodded, my voice trembling. "I'm a vampire." The guy's grin widened, revealing his blood-stained fangs. "Welcome to the club." He continued to explain that we were infected by a virus, which turned us into creatures reminiscent of vampires. The virus was transmitted through bites, and the infected underwent physical changes, such as developing a specific gland found in spiders and scorpions and growing sharper teeth. As he spoke, the distant sound of inhuman shrieks filled the air, and I felt an inexplicable urge to seek out the source. The virus was taking hold, and I could sense its relentless progress. The guy revealed that he had been told he was immune to the virus, but the same couldn't be said for the other houseguests, who were rapidly succumbing to the infection. "Look at me now," he said, his eyes dark and distant. The horrifying truth sank in. We were trapped in a nightmarish game, and there was no escape. The voice in the speaker had warned me that revealing the truth about the outside world would lead to my demise. It was a hopeless situation, and the future held only darkness and despair. With a heavy heart, I left the room, haunted by the knowledge that the world had descended into chaos, and my own survival was uncertain. The guide guided me back to the main bedroom, where the infected houseguests were held. "Are they sleeping?" I asked, my voice filled with dread. He leaned against the wall, his eyes locked onto mine. "Well?" I could only give him a questioning look, and he sighed. "Relax. There are no cameras down here." He confirmed that he had been informed of the same grim reality by the unseen forces controlling our fate. The infected houseguests had only a day before their symptoms would worsen, and the virus would claim their humanity. A blood-curdling shriek echoed through the hallway, a chilling reminder of our impending doom. We both knew that the virus was relentless and that its grip on our souls would only tighten. Our only hope was to uncover the secrets hidden within the house and find a way to survive the horrors that awaited us.
If you enjoyed the story, be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.